It's a laudable achievement, and it's a laudable embarkment. So I will support you anytime, any day you need my support. I'm still online with you. I'll be attending the meeting with you to know some other things. I want to use this medium to appreciate the speakers that you have brought in today to speak on various topics. Well done to you all. Thank you.
I really appreciate, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So we'll be moving on to introduce the other core team of DSC. So once again, my name is Lawale Michael June. I'm the student developer lead, and I'm a software developer, and I'm an open source enthusiast. So these are my profile, my Twitter link. You can connect with me. I'm ready to connect and collaborate with you also. So here is our co-lead. Is a Google cloud specialist, and his name is Olabode Miracle. You can connect with him also. So if you have any issue, maybe you are trying to integrate some things on Google Cloud, he's a specialist in it, and he'll be readily available to help you in your journey. So we have Sheyi Ojelabi here also with us. He's a technical head, and he specializes in IoT, and is ready to groom aspiring individuals. If you are willing to speak at events, maybe you want to speak at any of our events, will be a forthcoming event that will be hosting. We are ready available to, he's ready available to support you, to groom you. Maybe you are interested in IoT, embedded engineering, embedded development. He's ready available. He's our technical head. So also we have Mr. Ayodeji Felix. He's a non-technical head, and he's a technical writer. So if you're interested in any media creativities or publishing a post, blog post, is readily available to help that. So we have our graphic designer also he partners with the non-technical head for media and creativities, and these are his social media platform. You can reach out to him also during the system. So the project manager and head is Mr. Olaifa Oluwatife. He's a mentor and also already available to, maybe you have any blockers in your development process, he's ready to unblock those blockers. So these are his Twitter handles. So yeah, the person that introduced the program, that launched the program, is the moderator of the program for today, and it's the social media head. His name is Fake Oladua. He's a social copywriter, so you can reach out to him on his Twitter handle also. So now we'll be talking about when DSC kickstarts, like when are we planning to kickstart, or when do we kickstart? Is DSC, I know most people have questions, okay, is DSC from Google? How is it like, are we starting now? Are we starting next year or something like that? So we'll be providing answers to that. So about this, I'll be saying a little history about how DSC kickstart globally. So, and I'll be talking about some words, like what you should expect from this community, and what you also expect from you. So, the little history. DSC launched in 2017 as a local startup in India. It helps solve the challenges that university graduates were facing. So they have discovered that many people were facing employment in tech, and these committees stand to aim to provide students with to be industry ready, like providing them with resources, the opportunity to be industry ready, still pursuing their degree. Since then, the program has already gone wide to Africa, to Indonesia and Africa. They provide resources and train student developers. So it spread through Asia to Europe, Australia, and America. And now we have 1,100 plus DSCs globally. So it's really moving fast. And what we do specifically is that we help our community to solve, we help student developers to solve communities problems. I'll talk about some tools. What you shared from earlier on GSC is about using global technologies to build and solve problem. So there will be, you should be expecting to learn something like a Google products from us, something like Firebase, Google Cloud Platform, Go language, Dart. I know most of us might have heard about Flutter. So this community also will be providing support for us with something like that. So also there will be various events like study jams, there will be workshop, there are so many activities. Also, there will be mentorship and follow-ups. Like I introduced our technical head, so he's readily available if you are interested maybe in any technology stack. Maybe you are interested in web development, you're interested in Android development, you're interested in cloud. So he's readily available to mentor us and even follow us up. So also, you should expect. We pray that the recent normal is over. So you should be expecting rewards, some swags, and some parties. So as a club, that's what we basically stand for. We having a collaboration together. We'll be having rewards and swags, and we'll be just be giving back to the community. So main major thing, as I said earlier, that we do as a community is that we support you. We provide support. So what we expect from you, we expect that you join us, you become one of our member, and you can visit our website. There's our website, join us at dsc.lautech.web.app. So I will still be expatiating more about how we can join, because we got like many students they querying us like they don't know how they can be part of us, like they are finding it very difficult to join us. So what we'll be having like a dedicated session for that. In a brief, we are going to be explaining how we can join. So code of conduct, we are going to talk about that also later. So what we expect from you also is that we expect that you participate. Participation is what makes it a club or a community. You are the community. It's not possible for us alone to run the community. There is no community without people gathering together. So when people gather together, that's when we have a community. A community is not just we, the team alone. We are not introducing the team alone as, okay, the community alone. You yourself, like you that you are joining us today, you are also part of the community, and we want you to join us. So we expect that you join us, you participate, you engage with us, and also your attendance is very compulsory. We have, yes, we know that we all have priorities, but we should try to make DSC one of them. Your attendance is what we consider before giving out any perks. You know, I mentioned about perks, swags, and rewards, something like that, but it is your attendance, your participation that will make us to leash those things out to you. So also, the last thing that we expect from you is that give back to the community. Giving back cannot be overemphasized, whether it is promoting, advertising, sponsoring, getting sponsors, designing graphics, running around, or even learning. Please just give back to the community. We really love if you can give back to the community. So let me talk a little bit about the community guidelines. So the community guidelines, I just say as our instructors they told us, they just follow the API style. The API style is just our community guidelines, that is assume positive intention, be nice to people, be respectful and constructive, participate in any of our programs I said earlier. And this probably it might be an online event. We don't know. We pray that the recent number is over. So it might be an online event. Please, we don't want something like hurtful word, like bullying word against each other. We don't want that. Just like when someone, maybe someone offended you, you just assume a positive intent that maybe okay, the person is maybe the person is somehow, that's why he replied, he responded somehow. So just assume positive intent so we can have a community and not have a violent community. So next thing I will be talking about is where can you join us? Where is it holding? You might be having questions like this because this is a new community actually. So I'll just run us through how you can join us. So where to join us? Visit dsc.lautech.web.app. When you visit the website, you will see this page. The page displayed on the screen. When you see that page, you see become a member. So just click on become a member. So when you click on become a member, it will automatically redirects you to this page. And before that, I want to say something here. I want to let us know that inform us that this website is a web app. You can install it on your browser, so you don't have to keep using your data every time you visit the website. And also the advantages of installing it on your phone, you will see the install button there. So the advantage is that you will get a push notification whenever we are having events like this. So moving on, when you click on become a member, it will redirect you to this place, and it will say ask you to join us. You will see the screen there, you will see the button there rather. So just click on join us. So when you click on join us, you have to fill some information and fill some details there. So when you are done, yeah, that's all. So it's not that hard to join us. So that's all. When you just fill the details, you will be registered on the platform. So the next thing is that please join us on our social media if you want to get information about our event, or maybe any activities you're having, workshop. Please kindly join us. So you can reach out to us on Twitter with our handle at DSC Lautech, on Facebook at DSC Lautech also, and on LinkedIn you can search for DSC Lautech. And also one thing that's very important is that everyone that's registered or we are just coming, we already sent an email to everyone to join a WhatsApp group. So please, if you have already received that email, please try and join the WhatsApp group. And if you are not yet registered, just follow the process I outlined the other time. Just join the communities. When you join the community, we are going to email you the WhatsApp invite link, so you can join us and we can communicate effectively. So how? Let's move on to how do we achieve our goal? We said earlier that we build projects, so you might be thinking, okay, how do we achieve our goal? Though we already said that we use Google technologies, but how? Let's talk about hows. Now, we used to host sections, and the sessions are not limited to it, but these are the 7 major ones. We have the solution challenge, we have the hands-on workshops. So we have expert tech talks, like the one we're having today. Expert, a GTG Obumosh organizer, is going to talking to us, like admonishing us about, enlightening us about why developer students club, why do you need to have a community. So also there will be study jams. So like we had one last week actually by DSC at Ekiti with many GDG and DSC. GDG is our Google Developer Group. So we do have study jams with them. We do collaborate together because we are all a product of Google. So we all work together to make sure that we are progressing, that we are learning and stuff like that. So also we host bootcamp. Please, I encourage us to join the community, because very soon we'll be hosting a virtual bootcamp and possibly a physical one also. So please, we encourage us to join the platform in order to be aware and get informed and to be updated about how everything is going with DSC. So we also have sessions like Explore Emeritus. We have a session for machine learning, and we also have a roadmap sessions. So we share with you how maybe you are starting as a beginner, you are going to expert. So we help you with that. We show you the roadmap of how to go. Maybe you want to start learning HTML, CSS, and all this. So we guide you and we mentor you follow-ups. So another thing, I want to draw an intersection of how we achieve our goal. So yeah, we start with building projects with Google technologies, and when we build projects with Google technologies, we guide you. So when we guide you, we connect you with students that are where they have technical experience in what you're already doing. What this community is basically doing is that it's possible that you have someone that is very proficient at what you wish to learn, and whereas because there's no platform for you to connect together, you might not get to know yourself till you leave school. So this community will stand in guard for that, to connect you with maybe, okay, or you are interested in web development, Android, or you're interested in IoT. So this platform is going to understand you to help you to connect with those that are already experts in it also, And the last thing is that you give back, as I already said. So you also, when we connect you with those that they have a technical experience, and you become an expert in that field, you give back to the community. You also help students gain valuable insight about their domain through different sessions. So that's how we achieve our goal also. So moving on, I'll be talking about a two-story of DSC, and I'll be talking about the solution challenge, members benefit, and the next step. So I'm talking about two-story, as I said earlier. DSC Indonesia's Create Flood Alert app. We can check the link. We can just okay, I will copy the link to the chat box. So okay, someone will do that actually. So we can check it. We see students at Penn University through DSC, they created a flood alert Android application. The app is called Ed Flood. So it happens that those living in that particular region, they are having issue with flood, erosion, something like that. And this student developer club, they're just thinking, how can they solve this problem? So while they were making ideation and they were thinking on this, an idea came, and that they can build an application on phone that can alert them whenever maybe the backyards or anything is getting flooded up. So it will just alert them that, oh, please, this thing is almost becoming more dangerous. So they build the application in a way that it will sense the flood, the level of the water, and immediately it starts overflowing. They will just get alerted. It will alert the local authorities, and they will do the needful. So we can check the YouTube link to watch more about it. Also, Astu is a DSC member, though she is a dev, but through DSC, she decided to develop a application that will help friends with disabilities. She was so interested in an application that can transcribe what the lecturer is saying when she doesn't have a volunteer next to her. So through DSC, Astu was able to develop application that will, maybe like when they're in class now, she's a deaf, she can't hear what the lecturer is saying. So she developed an application that when she holds her phone, she just on the maybe the microphone, and everything the lecturer is saying will be written on her phone. So she can go along with the lecturer when she does not have anybody next to her, maybe to tell her, to show symbols to her, okay, this is what the lecturer is saying. So we can read more about these inspiring stories at developers.google.com/community, developers.google.com/community/DSC/stories. We are going to read more about, we are going to see more exciting story about how this community is solving problems related to community or our region or area. So, like I said earlier, there will be solution challenge, and solution challenge mainly is for building solutions to local and business problems. The global challenge with all DSCs, there will be top 10 winners. There will be two winners. There was two winners from Africa last year. So Zimbabwe and Ghana students can also know that it's possible that we win here in Nigeria also, and in DSC Lautech. So when we build projects that solve problems, so it's possible that when we present it, our idea also will win. And I believe much in Lautech. We have this strong spirit of winning. So I want us to try and be acquainted with the community, so we can know how the process and everything is going. So last year, one from those people that won from Zimbabwe, they work on a plagiarism checker. The plagiarism checker, in the sense that, okay, when you ask someone to write an article for you, so when the person wrote the article, you can have the app on your phone. So when you install the app on your phone, you can just copy that person's article, put it on your phone, and the app will automatically tell you where the person, if the person copied it from online source, it will tell you that, okay, this person copied this article from so source. So they built that app, and they're the first, they won, part of the top 10 winners. They were the first that won last year. The one in Ghana, they work on emergency response assistance. That is, if there's any emergency case, it will allow them, okay, and someone just had a fatal accident or something like that. So, and they really want. So, any ideas is welcome. I have already introduced the project manager to us. Please reach out to him if you are thinking of anything, maybe any idea, any problem that our community is having, and you are thinking that this can be solved technologically. That's welcome. Really implore that. We really welcome it. So please, if you're having anything, okay, maybe you're thinking of a problem that you think we can be solved technologically, please, this is what we stand for as a community. We'll be willing to help. So next, we can also check the link there to see how the set of people that have been winning since up to like 5 years ago. So the thing I would say is that we can win too. Yes, I believe we Ladokites, we can win too. Our project can be part of the top 10. Moving on. So I would say the benefits of being part of a student developer club include training certificates. All the participants that join this program today will be issued them certificate through our partner AWS. We are still going to talk more about that. So there will be opportunities and resources. I've said that already. There will be learning resources to leverage Google technologies, and also there will be open source projects and team collaboration. Also, there will be unthought insights. There are many things that in the programming world, or maybe in developer world, there are many things that you might not really know alone. But as a community, what we'll be doing is that we will make sure that we expose those unthought insights. Also, there will be partner certificate. I already talked about that. So there will be practical workshop. So there will be hands-on session. There will be collabs. It's not that we are just going to be making this theory, and that's what DSC is all about. Is trying to bridge the gap between between theory and practical. So it's not only theory. You are giving theory. There will be collab session. There will be working workshop to show you, okay, how these things they are built and how Google technology is really raining and they are really wonderful. So we are going to be showing that to you. We are going to be having sections for that at the practical workshop. So I think that's all. Thank you. So the next session will be why developers community. Thank you, everyone. Once again, my name is Olawale Michael Juwon. I'm the DSC lead for Lautech.
Hello, everybody. So I believe we have learned a lot, a lot, a lot. So this is what is going to come up next. As we await our next guest speaker, I want us to show that we are really following so far. So what you are going to do for me is head on to the chat box and drop your comment. Just say what you've been learning so far, what you want to learn, and what your question is. Just keep dropping it in the chat box, and everything will be attended to accordingly. So very quickly, as I bring on the next guest speaker, as we all know, she is the GDG organizer for Lautech, and she'll be taking us through the next section in today's information sections. And the topic she'll be taking is why developers community. Like, why do we need DLC in Lautech, in Nigeria, in Africa? Why do we need this developers community? She'll be taking us through this topic, and I believe we are going to get massive value because I have been under her teachings, and she has been a wonderful woman, and I believe she's going to do justice to this topic. So right now, I'll be bringing on Miss Temitope Afakwe as she take us through the next section. Please welcome Miss Afakwe Temitope. While we await our guest speaker, uh, as I said earlier, she will be taking us the next topic, and I want us to.
Yeah, thank you. So I was trying to talk, but
Yeah, welcome.
yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you, Juwon, for that wonderful section. I want to appreciate the team for putting this together. It's great. Prof, I can see that he's here. So he used to be my professor, but I'm sure he has so many students that he might not remember me. So I welcome everyone. I might not be able to call your names personally, but I welcome and I acknowledge all of you. So my name is Temlolu and not Temtokpe. Yes, that's correction. Yes, so thank you, Faith. Yes, so let's just go straight to the point. So my goal for me, I'm just going to be short, and I just think if you listen and you are authentic, you get one or two things. So I started coding in 2012, and as at then, I didn't have a laptop. I was coding with my phone, with a borrowed phone, because I was just interested in, okay, what next after Microsoft Word, Excel, and the likes. So then I got to know that there was something called programming when I got to Lautech, and I was in my ICT after the degree. So that made me search online that, oh, what is this about? And that's for me. So then I was doing everything on my own. I didn't have a laptop. I was learning online on my own. At some point, I stopped, maybe for like a year, because I was tired. And because of that interest, I came back to it. I enrolled to SQI, and I started learning, I think, C# as at then, and other programming languages. So when I was at SQI, my progress was faster because I had other classmates. Whenever I had bugs, I can easily go back to them that, oh, please, can you help me out with this thing? Have you done your own assignments? So I realized that learning was somehow easy for me then, and generally for everybody, because when you have this kind of platform where you can meet other people and ask them questions, not everything your teacher can do for you. So that was my first experience in the community, actually, because it was like a community to me. Community is a little gathering of people when you can have access to them and they can also have access to you. It's not about being a pest in the sense that you just get from them and you don't give back. It's going to be a win-win thing. You give back and they also give to you. So after my experience at SQ, I had to stop because I still didn't have a laptop. Yes, I was borrowing laptops. So I stopped for a very long time. And in 2016, that was when a couple of my friends, Ruth Obey and Opatide Adepoju, we decided to organize a programming training for girls, basically because we realized that we were going for conferences in Lagos as of that 2016. And we all realized that in those conferences, we had fewer females and more males. So that was what made us organize Django Girls 2016. Yes, we did that at ICT. That was when I got to know about Python. That made me to start learning Python. And for the trainers that came for that event, we had a couple of ladies, and I was inspired that if these ladies could do it and go this far, I think I can do it. So shortly after that was when I went for my IT, that same 2016. So I got my first laptop and I started programming Python in 2016. So why is all this thing important? That little event we did, we actually organized it, but the event actually changed my whole orientation about the fact that means even in Lautech here, we can all come together, learn something together, build ourselves together and all that stuff. So that was my gradual journey. I started making awareness about programming more for other people. I was not coding, oh, it's for guys, it's too difficult and all that. So I thought, oh no, we shouldn't do it like this. It's a girls thing too. So that interest started coming in for ladies, and we were mentoring more ladies into programming. But because I was not going to be left out, I was also trying to learn. So when I moved from my IT, it was difficult again because I was only the one programming. At a point I had to stop. This is why I'm mentioning this is because these are the reasons why communities are important. When you are doing things on your own, you are the only one in the particular environment. The ability to get tired and frustrated is easy. But when you have people of like mind around you that have the same passion and the same vision, you get there faster. That is why I want you all to take this community as a family. So when I came back after my IT in 2017, that was when I decided to start GGG, but it didn't work out then because of some restructuring. But I was so interested that I must start this community for everybody. Now, no more just girls thing. I wanted even men to be involved in it, because fine, we want ladies to get into tech, but we should not leave the guys out of it. But then it was not successful, so we were able to organize the WTM, that's the Women's Tech Makers event. But in 2018, that was when Google reached out to me that we should start a community, and we successfully launched in 2019, January. So, and I know that maybe some of you would have seen GGG Ogbomoso. That's how it started. It started because somebody was passionate about impacting other people, and somebody was also passionate about being a community. So community is, why is it important? It's a place for you to learn, network, and to grow together. So I had a very rough journey while learning, basically because I had a lot of time to myself alone. I didn't have people to help me, no mentor, no guidance, and all that, until I met a community. That's why I kept meeting people. At the point I stopped, people would reach out, are you still coding? You know, because they're interested in your progress. But if there's no community, nobody even asks you if you are still doing anything. These are the reasons why community is important. To just have this network, to have a place you feel secure, to have a place to feel like, oh, I'm not the only one not getting it. Some other people are not getting it too. You know, when you're learning alone and you try to code the whole day and bug is not making your code run, you can just get tired that, oh, maybe it's not for you. But when you're in a community and you see other people that our own is not working, his own is not working, oh, definitely it's everybody's problem, and that gives you this kind of satisfaction and a feeling of progress. So I think staying together with people, learning together with people, help your growth too. And secondly, helping other people grow, it's also a way to progress for you. Like Juwon said, he was saying, it's also an avenue for you to impact other people, in the sense that, oh, you might feel like, oh, I'm good enough already. I already know my Python very well. I can code this, I can build this. Then this is an avenue for you to help other people grow. It's not about learning alone. It can be about impacting. You've learned for years, maybe you're a self-taught programmer and you have been coding for 5 years, 10 years. Now is the time for you to give back to other people. So what the next thing I'd like to treat is how DSC Lautech is related to GGG Ogbomoso. So as you all know, it's a Google developers thing. But Google decided that while GGG is for the old Ogbomoso, let's have something for the university. That's why we have the DSC Lautech. So and I'm trying to explain to you that we'll still be working together with the team, the DSC team, to achieve a lot of things. So even if you are a GGG member, don't feel like, oh, I don't need to be a DSC member since they are providing the same thing. No, we'll be having different programs, but towards the same reach. We just want to create an avenue for everybody where you are comfortable. You know, reports can be from GGG that, oh, we have people that are too technical. Maybe in GGG, you have people that are already professionals, people that are already intermediate developer, and you are a beginner. So you feel inferior. But when you're in DSC group, you are very sure that you're not the only beginner, you're not the only enthusiast. You're sure that people like you are on that platform and you can relate on that level. So that is why they decided to give you that platform. So this is an opportunity for you if you are just learning how to code. Make good use of this thing. Follow up with the old details. Be committed to it. Your commitment is very important. While I'm saying the community is important to you, let me just inform you that you own your learning for programming. Nobody will do it for you. Even if they decide to be hosting events every day on how to code, if you are not ready to learn it on your own, if you're not ready to sacrifice your time for it, you can't go far. I'm not speaking against it, but just the sincere truth. You have a lot of work to do on your own. You have a lot of study, but the community will help you progress. In what sense? They'll give you materials. You'll be able to be guided. You won't be roaming around like people like us. When we want to start, we're just like searching online that, oh, where can I get out to code? And we found W3 schools at the point code.org, and we are confused that what website should we use. But now the community will help you, will guide you that, oh, you want to learn Python, you should use this particular book, you should use this particular IDE, or you want to learn web development, you should start with HTML. Imagine someone that wants to learn web development and is starting with PHP. It's going to be really bad. Yes, so that is why the community is there. They will guide you, they will help you. Then even in school, maybe you are doing Pascal or something and you don't understand what your teacher, your lecturer taught you in school, you can easily go back to the community and, oh, on the group, on the chat section, that who understands Pascal. And you might be surprised that somebody has been writing Pascal for a couple of years. The fact that it's not in existence does not mean people don't use it. People still use it. So I'm saying it's not only going to be beneficial to your career, but also to your academics. Yes, and also going to make you own leadership. Because when you become committed, maybe you might be the next DSC lead, you don't know, but you can't be a lead when you've not even been a follower. So that is why it's important for you to be committed to this group. And if you think you're already an expert, this is an opportunity to impact other people, like just help other people learn, come on the platform, tell them what you are capable of doing. Maybe you are an Android developer, because I know Android development is like a difficult app to learn this time around, because you don't get a lot of people doing it. So now this is an opportunity for you to shine in your own space. That, oh, I can code in Java and I write Android application app. Can I take classes for that? And you'll be welcome. So I think basically, the summary of what I've said is that the community is important to meet people, to network, to learn, and to also impact other people. Then it's also important for collaboration. Like 2012, 13, 14 was the year where we hear Lautech is winning Imagine Cup Award and many other awards. But for these recent times, we've not been getting all those ginger from the university. So this might be your opportunity of changing the narrative, taking it back to where we used to come from. So the community will help you collaborate. So it means that your partner for your big Microsoft company might be from DSC community. So don't overlook, underrate anybody. Work with people, share your ideas, and look at prospective partners on your platform. You have to. We have amazing lecturers, because when I interact with some of these our experts from Lautech, they make me know that they're really amazing lecturers that encourage them in school. So this is an opportunity for you to reach out to your lecturers. Oh, I have these ideas, can you guide me on it? And once you can say you are from a community, they'll be interested in helping you out. So this is some of the things you gain from being a community member. I can remember I was in 500 if I started getting close to some lecturers, and it was because of my involvement in the community, and they were seeing what I was doing. So just get involved as much as possible while you are learning, while you're helping other people. Make sure you are learning. It's very important. I made that mistake at some point. I was so engrossed in helping other people, and my learning pace was very low. But now I understand everything, and I've been able to balance myself. So when you are trying to help other people, make sure you're helping yourself, so that when you learn. So I think that's all I have to say. So just support the community leads whenever they ask for events. Invite your other mates. DSC is not just for CSC students. If you're in mathematics, if you're in medicine, you're welcome. And this is for you to tell other people that DSC Lautech has come to stay. So thank you very much. I would like to appreciate the organizers for inviting me to talk to you guys, and I hope you learned one or two things. So let me just ask if there's any question. Yes, anybody with any question before I finally say goodbye for today? I'd like us to interact. Yes. Please, admin, try to unmute people. And if you want to talk, you can just raise your hand, like with the Zoom, so that they can help you. And there's also a GDG WhatsApp group. Follow GDG online to hear about events. But I'm sure that if you have any events, DSC will also repost to you guys. So, okay, Prof has a question, so I think we should unmute him.
Thank you, Temidolua,
Yeah,
for your presentation. I was really following, and I really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I can recognize your face now. How are you?
Oh.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. It's nice meeting you.
Yes, it's nice being with you guys. This group, this
I'm
club.
excited to see you here.
Yes, I'm very fine too. Thank you so much. This student, developer student club will be so nice, will be so important to the university community, because now we are moving away from Pascal. By next session, that's yes, part 2, that's yes, 201. says, we are moving away from Pascal. Enough of Pascal, I want to go to Python.
Wow, I'll be so excited
that's
to
what
be
we are trying
involved
to
in
plan
this.
now. Yes, want to go into Python. Enough of Pascal. We had taught Pascal when I was in school, right from 1990, 91, 1993. But now we are now saying we are still teaching Pascal. Why don't you go to Python and look at what the student can gain? So this club will be so important to us that we will draw you in when it comes to the practical aspect of Pascal. You know, we cannot do everything at once. But we give the introduction to the students.
Yes.
Do follow up in CSC 204. And I believe this club can still render service for that faculty because we have a faculty of computing now. You know, where we are having
I heard so.
Where we are having three departments for now. We have the Department of Computer Science, Department of Information System, and Department of Cybersecurity. As time goes on, we're having some other departments. Yes, as time goes on, we're having some other departments. And we'll be having some courses that we are going to mount, like for data science. We want to mount certificate courses in data science.
Wow.
Yes.
This is great.
So many things are coming up. I believe this club will be so important, will be useful for that, the faculty. So let's see how we can collaborate.
All right.
I'll be with you. I've joined the WhatsApp group of that of DSC. Let me see. I want to join the WhatsApp group of that DDP. The other one group, the other
group. Yes,
I will join the WhatsApp group as well. I will join anything you want me to do. I'll be ready to assist the club. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm so excited to have you here. So we'll also keep in touch with you, sir. I'm going to be sending the link for GDG Ogbomoso WhatsApp group on the chat section now, so that you can join with the link.
Yes.
So that it will miss out. Thank you so much, Prof. I appreciate, and it's great to hear that Lautech will be moving away from Pascal to Python.
Yes.
Like, I think it's my greatest news for today, and I can smile for the rest of the day. Yeah, so congratulations to the upcoming 200 level students. Yeah, so I just sent the link to the group, sir. So any other person that would like to join can join the group. Yes.
Okay.
On the chat section.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, Adeyefa Michael has a question. You can please unmute.
Hello. My name is Modewale Babatunde something. I borrow a friend's phone.
Okay, it's fine.
The question I have is that do you think being a developer, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, being a developer, does it have is there a step or a structure you have to follow in how to progress in it? Because I started my own programming on my own, so I just feel like there's something like procrastination that maybe I wasn't following the normal route to be followed. So do you think it's funny? So do you think there should be something that someone should look on before calling yourself a developer? So that's my question.
Okay, so I understand you. I understand that feeling that, probably you jumped from SS1 to SS3, you missed SS2, and there's some poor courses you didn't take. Yeah, so there's always a step for everything. You know, there's this basic step they taught us in programming in school that I've been applying to life. It's not even program, I think it was computer generally. You discover the problem, then you take it to the drawing board. That's how you draw your algorithm to flow chart. You know, that's how life is. It's that simple. That's if you can go back to that particular steps, I can't remember the whole thing, but I know it's from discovery, then you go to you write the algorithm, then draw the flow chart before you now program what you want to do. So that's how it's in life too. The first question you ask yourself is that, what do you want? The first question is, what do you want? So when you have answered that question, you now ask yourself the second question, why do you want that thing? If you have been able to answer that, the next question is now, how do you get it? So let's assume you've asked yourself that you want to be what you want, and you want to be a developer. Why are you becoming a developer? Is it because you've heard that they pay developers 1 million per month, 2 million per month? Is that why you're doing it? Are you sure that's not why you're doing it? If that's why you're doing it, you might not sustain yourself for long, because it will take a long time for you to become that core developer, and the money will not come, so you get frustrated. So you have to answer that question of why do you want it? So then the last one is how. So when you have been able to answer that, oh, I want to learn programming just because I want to solve problems. So that's already making that you want to solve problems. Let's say there's even a particular problem you want to solve. Let's say people, like, let's say somebody's mom died of cancer. No, so me personally, let me use myself. I personally lost someone to the bad road in Nigeria, someone I love so much. So let me not assume that actually inspired me to start to start creating solutions. You know, that will help me know that I want to create probably a sensor that make drivers know at night that there's a pothole. Maybe that is the incident that killed that person. You know, that alone is, I already know where I'm going. Maybe I want to go into AI. Yes, AI. So that will make me know that, okay, the first thing, that's why the community is important. I'll just go to the community that, please, I want to be an AI engineer. How do I start? That's why the community is important. They'll tell you that, oh, you have to learn Python first. I'm busy starting to tell you what you have to learn first. You have to learn Python, because I tell people that Python is a tool. It can be used for anything. You can decide that, okay, after learning Python, I want to be a web developer. I want to be a mobile developer. I want to be a scientist, or I want to be an artificial intelligence engineer, machine learning, whatever. So, but you have to have the tool first. So after learning the Python programming language for a very long time, as let me say, nothing less than 3 months. That's if you are consistent and you are using at least 1 hour per day. So you know that, oh, I'm so good with this language. And normally you know that you can just think of a problem and solve it with that language. I was in iRise one day, and I was trying to help my sister ballot for Unilag hostel. Then a friend that we were both in LDC, some of you know that I'm part of LDC too. It was not like, I was complaining that, why is this website so choked up? It's crashing, tension. Because like, I left like a code that will be automatically logging into the website. And just there, we wrote the script. Automatically, whenever logging in again, I was just watching the Python doing the job for me. And it was one logging in. Whenever there's a problem, it logs out again and log in. So that is how powerful programming is. Until you can understand Python to that level of thinking of imagining something and solving that problem, you've not known Python. So after knowing Python, they now start asking that, okay, now I know Python, what next into AI? So the problem with many of us now, the upcoming ones like me and you, is that we want to learn Python in 1 week and start AI. So you die of frustration because it wouldn't work. When you start seeing NumPy, you start saying, what is this one? And it's just simple Python code that has been written at the back end for you to apply. But because you don't have a core understanding of that language, you won't solve problem. So I hope I've been able to answer your question, Michael. Okay, I think that you have been muted, but it's fine. I think I've done. Any other question? Yeah, I think.
Okay. Okay. Miss Temilolu Afakwe, I have a question for you, ma.
Okay.
Okay. I've noticed that joining a community is not a problem nowadays, because some people just see the interest to join a community. But where the problem lies is how to mingle with others in that community in order to learn. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So can you just share with us how you did it to mingle with others, the other experts, the other professionals in the community in order to achieve your own goal as a developer?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. This question actually brought back memories for me. Yes, so when I started attending developers events, I go with my other 2 friends. I mentioned their name, and I see 2 of them flying up and down, talking to this one. They'll say, this one is from Google, this one is from Microsoft. And I'll just be sitting there and looking at, won't they introduce me? And they would not introduce me. You know, so after a couple of events, I said, I have to start talking to people. So that was, I think, breaking the fears. You have to really talk to people. When you're in the community, you would know those that are good. But the fear of, will the person rejects me, is the first thing that happens to you. You're like, oh, they might say that I don't know how to say it very well, or I might be wrong in doing it. Yeah, so you have to take away that fear. So I had to start doing that myself. I had to start walking up to people and like, oh, sir, my name is Ruth, I do this. My name is Demi, I do this. And they're like, okay, how can I help you? You know, but when you are talking to people, I know even Prof or any other person can attest to this, and you don't have anything to bring on to the drawing board, they wouldn't even they won't listen to you. They won't. So you yourself have to have done something little. You might be like, oh, I've been trying to, the way I had a mentor then in 2017 for my Python. His name is Eitemi Egojule. So sometimes he invites me to his office at CC Hub. It was at CC Hub then that he would teach me. You know, we're scheduling time. And basically because he knew that I was so interested and he had met me, he had seen what I've been trying to do with Python then. So you have to do something before you can get something. Nothing comes free. So when you're in a community like that, don't be scared to talk. As this community is starting now, you are on Twitter, start tweeting people that, oh, you have joined this community, people that you really like to meet. You tag them and tell them that you love them to mentor you. But make sure you are doing something so the day they will later answer you, you'll find out that you have not been sleeping all this while. So you have to do a lot on your own. You have to keep building yourself and you don't be scared to talk. Talk in meetings, ask questions, volunteer, and thank God, I think Faith is also a volunteer for this event. So don't be scared of walking up to people. If you feel like Mark is in Nigeria and you're in a room with him, please walk up to him. Like the worst thing he says, no, I can't talk to you. That's just the worst. But it would have been better if you had said no than if you later realized that other of your friends went to him and he responded to them. So because of your fear of no, you were not able to achieve that. So walk to people, talk to them. If you don't talk to me as a community leader, I can't really know what you want. Tomorrow now we can decide to organize a web event. So we'll just focus on web, and whereas you are trying to learn Android, we won't know what you have in mind. So you have to walk up to people, talk to them. You will see people's intelligence when they're chatting on the group. You say, I think I would like to talk to this person. Go into their DM. I think Juwan is so good with this. You know, a couple of people have reached out to me that he has reached out to them when he sees their project online. So don't be scared of talking to people. Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, Faith.
Thank you very much, Ma. You really did justice to that. So I would like to ask if there's any other question from other people who are listening. But in case there's no question, I'll be bringing up Mr. Juwon right now to talk about the partners that have decided to partner with us concerning this community, and he'll be doing justice to that in a minute.
Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you, Mr. Faith, and thank you, Mrs. Temiloluwa for me. I really appreciate for honoring the invitation. Thank you so much, ma. So we move on to the partners. So we have some set of organizations that are partnering with us, and some of them are trying to like make it possible for us to have a workshop, and one of them also is partnering with us to issue certificate to our participants. So I'll be bringing on Sevas Digital Technology now. All right, thank you very much, Joe and Mr. Mbulua. And I really appreciate my boss, Professor Labisi. I respect him so much because I was one of his students while I was an undergraduate. Yeah, he taught me in I think 200 level and 300 level, E 231, and I think 232. So, sir, I respect you so much for your passion and for your level of understanding about IT. So, and your fatherly arts in order to encourage and accommodate people. So, thank you very much. Now, this is Servers Digital Technology. We are partnering technically with DSC Lautech. We are going to be technical partners that we are working together in order to achieve this vision together. We are commissioned to train youth, youth and young adults about various IT infrastructures, because I have learned a lot and by experience. because before, while I was an undergraduate, I didn't have any interest in anything that has to do with IT because I studied chemical engineering in Lautech. And when people will introduced me while I was an undergraduate to programming, I didn't have any interest in it. But it was after my service or during the service that I discovered that IT or ICT is a principal tool in the future economic revolution. So that's why I developed a passion in IT, and I started learning HTML. I started learning HTML. So after HTML, I moved to CSS. Then I was so happy because I was building some things with HTML. So, and I'm somebody that I have passion to train people. So that's why I don't just limit it to my own training alone. Anything I know, I want to transfer the knowledge to others. That's what Lautech serves digital technology. So that's why the spirit we carry here is the spirit of training. So that's why we're going to be partnering together with DSC, Lautech, in order to train people, to sensitize and to train, to equip them on various IT tools. And we are going to be leveraging on Google infrastructure like Dart, like Flutter, like Go, and Firebase. So we are going to be leveraging on the tools, especially in order to solve real world problems. So I really want to encourage people, since you are getting to know about servers digital technology, because this is a center for machine learning, artificial intelligence, and data science. So I really want you to understand that you need an instructor, because you can know a lot of things online. You know, you have a lot of resources online. There are a lot of sites you can learn, like Edureka, Stack Overflow, and a lot of Udemy and the like. So you can learn. But at times you may get to a point that you are going to enter a lot of problem while installing your tools or while you are trying to code, because this IT world is very, very wide. So when you have a platform or a place or a community that you can mingle with people like DSC to learn, there are some things that you think you have known, but actually you don't know. So you are going to mingle with others in order to learn and to gain more knowledge about what you need to know. Like while I was learning HTML, I thought I've known. In fact, I was even proud then that, wow, I've built some things with HTML. And but when I met with some people and I saw them doing PHP, I was saying, wow, this is great. So I continued in that to learn PHP. So after that, I discovered that it's beyond PHP. I saw people doing Python, using Python for data science, MATLAB, and building mobile applications with React Native, with Flutter, even native language like Kotlin and Java. So when I saw them, so I develop a passion to continue more. So what I want to say is that it is very, very important that you have a place or you join a community like DSC, and or you have a platform like Servers Data Technology, where you can be instructed on various programming language and various tools you have to learn. And I want to say this also, that because like somebody has a question on software development. Somebody has a question on software development, like what do you have to follow in order to become an expert or in order to achieve your goal in software development? Now, this field is very, very wide. You know, you can go into mobile technology, you can go into web, you can go into data science, artificial intelligence, and you can go into even building desktop application. So when you have an instructor or a center where you can enroll to learn, it will be easy for you to achieve many things in a short period of time. So like, you may think like maybe you learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and when you come to a place like this, we introduce you that we have a lot of framework on JavaScript. You may not know why learning alone. Like JavaScript, we have like React, Vue, Angular, Ember.js, Backbone.js, and Nitril, and many other frameworks like that. So you may not be able to capture all the framework that we have in learning a lot of programming language like Python, like Ms. Temila was saying the other time. Like, we have a lot of library for Python, like TensorFlow, NumPy, SymPy, and the likes. So having a place to train and joining a community is going to really help you to go fast and move fast and do well in digital technology. So I really respect the idea of this, the team lead, the name of the person of Juan, and other people that are working together with him, because they are really doing their best in order to sensitize people, to sensitize youth, especially this hub, which is Lautech, and our lecturer and our mentor, Professor Olabisi. So I know that he's very ready in order to work with us here. He's really ready in order to encourage us, and there are a lot of things we don't know that he need because of his experience. And I was so happy when he talked about some new initiative in Lautech that they will introduce Python instead of Pascal, because CSE 204 was taught Pascal. And though then I did not even like programming language actually, but I was so happy when he said that Python is going to be introduced in the syllabus of Lautech. So I was also glad because of that, because we can use Python to solve real world problems. So I'm not saying it's only Python we have. We have C++, which is very giant, and the giant of them all. So, but because of the difficulty and the complexity in learning C++, so it is very important that someone starts with Python. So Servers Digital Technology, the Center for Data Science, Machine Learning, and Artificial Intelligence, we are passionate to train youth, young adults in various IT infrastructure. And we have professional instructors here that when you come here, you are going to be trained well on your passion in order to solve real world problem, to become a full stack software developer. So I am not going to take our time, and as I will be rounding up here, as I'm representing this organization, Servers Digital Technology. So I appreciate the team lead, Juan, and those speakers that we have, the moderator, the coordinators of this great event. So I really appreciate you. So thank you very much. My name is Ibrunke Johnson, a software developer. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ibrunke Johnson. Thanks for the enlightenment about the partnership with DSC Lautech. So we'll be moving on to the next partners. We have AWS Educate, and what they are basically partnering with us to provide certificates to all our participants on any event that will be hosting. So AWS Cloud Ambassador is partnering with us and supporting us for any event we'll be hosting. Please use that link projected on the slide. So use the link to fill the feedback form. Only those that are fill the feedback form will get the certificate of participation. Though we can still do that later. We forward it to the WhatsApp group also, but there will be a time limit after the event, like 1 hour after the event. So that's what they are doing for us basically. So I think the next thing now is an activity. We just need us to go to slido.com. Just type slido.com in your Chrome browser and enter this code 1155. So we want to hear from you. It's very important. So go to slido.com, and enter that code. You will see like a box asking you for a code there. So just enter the code 111155. So you see the question and answer the question now. So I'll project that now. So we are still waiting for you. Please kindly log on to the website and type the code 1155. Please complete this. Great, great, great. We can see some response. Some said the section was good, great, cool, amazing. Just some people, we are still waiting for others. How was the session in one word? Great, awesome, awesome, great. Okay, okay. So, so thank you everyone. Really appreciate. Thank you. We are really glad that your the section was awesome and you have learned one or two things. So thank you so much. We really appreciate the guest speaker, Mrs. Temiloluwa, and our professor. Thank you so much. Thanks for honoring the invitation. Though we reach out to you late, we really appreciate. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It really goes a long way in our heart. So I will hand over to Mr. Faith, the moderator, to round up the session.
Okay, I celebrate everybody, and I believe we had an awesome moment together. Uh, so, very quickly, as we round up the event for today, I want to thank everybody, starting from our professor, Professor Olabisi, down to our guest speaker, Ms. Temiloluwa Afakwe, down to everybody, Cephas, Technology, AWS. I thank everybody and everybody that participated for the event. I can't mention everybody's name, but I really celebrate everybody and I welcome everybody to this community. And I hope we are going to give massive. And very quickly again, so don't forget to join us on our website, whereby you can identify you as our member. And also don't forget to follow us on our social media, on Twitter at DSC Lautech, on Facebook at DSC Lautech, and on LinkedIn, DSC Lautech. Just search for DSC Lautech, you see us there. And also, don't forget to check your email to join the WhatsApp group link. But in case you have any issue with your email, do well to reach out to any one of us. Like, you can reach out to me or drop it on the chat box right now so that we can attend to it ASAP. Okay, so I think we can call it a day from here, and I will be welcoming the team lead to give us the final remark.
So thank you everyone once again. We really appreciate you. Thanks for coming up. Thanks for honoring the invitation. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for we really appreciate that you enjoyed the session and it really goes a long way in our heart. So that will be all. So when we are having our next event, as I said, I've already done the demo. So just join. Go to our website dsc/lautech.web.app, and when you get to the website, you see like a button there. Click on become a member. So when you click on become a member, it will redirect you to a platform where you can join us and you fill in your details. So and that's all. You will be getting email notification and a WhatsApp invite link will be sent to us also. I don't know, maybe it has already been sent to the chat box, but if it doesn't, just be on watch out for the email. It will be sent to everyone that is our member. It will be sent to everyone. So I think that will be all. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate. We are glad that you joined. Goodbye.